ELI5. Why doesn't a city sink into the earth when it is full of skyscrapers and tall buildings? They can and do. Usually slowly enough you don't notice until it becomes a problem. Seattle is slowly sinking. The downtown area was built originally on a spit of land out into Puget Sound. Then they filled in the lagoon and tidal flat between that and the shore using what they had on hand, which was a lot of sawdust from the lumber mill. But hey, it was cheap. Until it began to settle. Then the streets could flood at high tide, and the sewer would back up. At most of the older buildings downtown, you're actually entering on the old second floor, as they raised the streets after a major fire in 1889. 12 feet, 4 meters, on average. Seattle, like many coastal cities, kinda floats on subsurface groundwater. About 10 years ago, they were boring a new tunnel and the machine got stuck. In the process, they had to pump groundwater out of the tunnel. As the fix was repeatedly delayed, they ended up pumping enough water out that the downtown began to settle again. Only an inch or two, but enough to crack foundations and streets. Other cities are sinking because they have extracted the groundwater for use, drinking, etc. Bangkok was sinking, peaking around 10 centimeters a year in the 1970s, until they banned the pumping of groundwater. It's still sinking a centimeter or two a year. You can actually tour the tunnels that exist under the streets. In Pioneer Square, they embedded skylights into the sidewalks, so the space underneath could still be used. On the tour you can walk the original sidewalks, and some of the old storefronts are still there too. It's a really cool tour to do. I will do it again if I find myself back in Seattle.